So today we're going to experience and see how Icelandic people bake bread, rye bread in particular. I'm sure many of you have been to all sorts of different bakeries around the world that smell sweet and nice. Well, I can assure it's going to be nothing like that. It's a different experience, the bakeries outside, but one thing, 99%, I promise that the bread is going to be delicious. Since it's nature, we can't control it, we never know how it turns out, but hopefully we're lucky today. We're only a minute away from here, so if you follow me. Let's make a circle and do some witchcraft. Okay. So I've got everyone. So we welcome everyone to Laugarvatn, a small, cute little village. It has about 200 inhabitants. When I moved here from Lithuania with my friend for Christmas, the number became a steady one of 202. Number doesn't change. If it changes, everyone knows about it. Everyone knows who moved in, who moved out. It's even drama in a small village like that. It's a small village, big drama. Anyway, so when you turn around, you see the whole village. It's just right there. So there, that kind of looks a bit like a house from the fairy tales or like chocolate factory. So the one with the green roof is the oldest building of the village. It was built in 1928. It's actually, now it's a hostel, and it is quite famous because the Iceland's most famous writer, Helder Laxness, for his book Independent People, he won the Nobel Prize in Literature. He actually wrote the book in that building, and when you go inside to the hostel, it's actually beautiful. The first thing you see when you step inside and you go up the stairs is the typewriter that he used to write that book. So if you have time, go and visit it, have a coffee or tea. Okay. Wanted to show a building through the smoke. There on the hill we have our high school. So actually this village is also famous for its educational programs. So that high school, it's a weekly high school for 9th graders. So what happens? Every week we get different students from different schools of Iceland. They come here for the period of 5 days, Monday to Friday. During those 5 days they're not allowed to use internet, they're not allowed to use their phones. They come here to disconnect and just do all sorts of activities. It's usually sports what they do, so they're like kayaking in a lake, paddle boarding, indoor outdoor sports, basketball. We have this huge heated outdoor pool, swimming, even baking here. And then yeah, we have the wooden thing, our spa Fontana. That's about it. That's how big it is. You probably know that we're situated by the crack of two tectonic plates, and that crack goes all across the Iceland. And that above that crack there's lots of lava that's pushing toward the surface and causes volcanic eruptions. Now talking about volcanoes, there on the other side of the lake, you would probably think maybe it's a mountain, but it's not. It's one of Iceland's most active volcanoes, Hekla. Hekla erupts every 15 years, but now it's late 11 years, so it was supposed to erupt 11 years ago. So I always say it's good to have popcorn in your pockets because you never know when it might happen. Another thing what I found out, how local people know that there's going to be a volcanic eruption. So apparently the heat and the energy of the hot springs moves towards the volcano because it needs it for the eruption. Well, still, since we're still baking bread here every day, probably still not gonna happen anytime soon. Anyway, so above the lava you also have the hot water, and when that hot water comes out to the surface, it comes out as those big or small geothermal hot springs. Now in this village we have 3 of them. They're pretty important to us. Biggest and the smelliest one is behind me. This smoking beauty here provides hot water and electricity for the whole village, and heating for the whole village and even some farms around the lake. Then the second one is that wooden house in Fontana. That small wooden house is built literally above the hot spring. So you have those free steam rooms. So when you go inside, yeah, you smell the sulfur. You even hear the bubbles from under. And there's a third one, also walking distance from here, is just behind Fontana. It's a really, really small, cute hot spring. And that hot spring in early 1100s, local people used for baptizing. Because before people were baptized in freezing cold water, until someone was smart enough, found a hot spring and realized it could be used for another purpose. We actually had this beautiful thing like 2 months ago, I think. So there was this marathon where local people and people from around were running all across the lake. And there was this couple that in the morning before marathon, they went to like that small hot spring, got married there, and then straight from there with the wedding dress to the running shoes and to the marathon running around. It was beautiful. Anyways, so what we do here, we use the heat of those hot springs to bake bread. As you see, we shape these kind of hills, volcanoes. Why like this? So it actually protects our bread, especially in winter, from all the winds and storms. So the bigger you make it, the better. You're more sure that the bread is going to turn out well. Then we put stones on it. Stones, let's say, our mark, our sign, because the whole place here is actually public. It's not ours. It's not private. We don't own it. If you want to bake bread, soup, stew, whatever, just have a shovel and do it. Just be sure to mark it the way you will know that it's yours. And yeah, we put stones, then we write it, we mark it also. We have a map inside the spot, so we mark it when we put it down, where we put it. We even name our breads. Today we're digging out Sean. This is Sean. Next to Sean is Marketa. We also on the other side of the hot spring we have Tommy, we have Sigi. Apparently the spots and breads are named after people who used to work here. Keep digging, I don't have my name there. And yeah, so my question to you is, I'm sure many of you know the answer already. So if you know the answer, stay silent. Let other people guess. So how long it takes for bread to be ready? How long it stays underground before it's ready to eat? Oh, a day? Okay.
3 days.
3 days,
4 hours.
Okay, interesting. Some different answers. Okay, so yeah, it takes 24 hours for bread to be ready. 1 day. That's why when you actually book the tours, you see that we always have them at 11:45 and 2:30. 24 hours. We put the bread down 24 hours ahead of time, so we know it's ready. Okay, let's see what we have today here. Anyone wants to try and dig it out?
Okay, you want to do that?
Huh?
Nobody?
No?
Oh, here, this guy.
So, I know Sean is a bit stubborn, a bit deeper, but
Is it deeper?
we'll see. You'll have to see it for yourself. And yeah, so the main rule when digging out the hole is you have to dig deep enough until you reach the bubbly water. Let's see there, you have it on the surface. Here we have to find it. There, when you have it on the surface, you put eggs in there and they boil in 8 to 10 minutes.
I paid to dig a hole.
There we go. Beautiful. Nice color. Now, what's left to do? So, I invite my... I have to make bread the same way, but it's possible to do at home. That's why I told you to read the recipes and make it. So, in order to make it at home, just need conventional oven. So, in a conventional oven on 100-110 degrees Celsius for about 5-6 hours. So yeah. Also, if you're ready, you see there's sugar in the recipe. That's why actually our bread is brown like this. This is the slow cooking process, and the sugar in 24 hours caramelizes. Okay. abracadabra.
Wow.
Beautiful.
Looks great.
Nice and heavy newborn. Okay. Okay,
Oh.
started this from this side. So the cutlery is here. Help yourself to the butter and the trout.
That's pretty good. Kind of sweet. All right, now with the trout.